Welcome to another video with Mal. Sorry this is so delayed, but actually went on holiday, back now, so I'm able to get caught up on the videos I didn't have time to do before I went. So this is going to be a review of The Walking Dead: The Whisper War Part 1 of 6, issue 157. I love this issue. I love the 16 panels that they're doing on each page. I really like that style. Kind of wish they continue on with that because it makes the issue actually seem longer, and I really enjoyed that. And when I got to the end, I thought it was a longer issue, but I was like, where to go? And then I realized that they've been doing 16 panels. It does make for much smaller art, but really you get a lot out of the issue, and a lot happened in this issue. Really happy with it. You've got the whole aftermath of the previous issue, 156, of Alpha being killed and Negan taking her head to Rick, which I thought was pretty awesome. Quite like Negan in that moment. So let's go through this and just talk about what happened in the issue, and I'll give you my opinion on it. So first of all, really happy to see Heath. I haven't seen Heath in ages, so it was nice to see Heath still alive and well. He's still on horseback a lot of the time. Great for him since he's only got one leg. Means he can move around very quickly. Glad he's helping out Dwight's little army that they're building. Like the beginning panels with Negan approaching and Magno not refusing to actually shoot him. Well, Dwight's like, shoot him. Like, it's like, I shoot an unarmed man. I quite like that. I like how Magna is. I really like her character. We haven't had a lot of her, but what we have had, I've enjoyed. So I'm hoping we'll get more out of her as we go. I love just this Negan waving here, going, hi, come in peace, please don't kill me. And Dwight just be like, shoot him already, shoot him dead. They're so cute. And Rick wants him alive, of course, so Magna's not going to do that. So yeah, and just the whole interaction between Negan and Dwight here, just great. They kind of work off each other really well. Negan asking if Dwight's treating Lucille right, because really, that's all he's care about. And we know from the Here's Negan, hope you guys have read it, that Lucille means more to Negan because it's the name of his wife than just previously just a bat. So it symbolizes his wife. So Negan would be really obsessed with that, we think. So we've got Negan trying to actually touch Lucille here, which is like, I need Lucille, which is really cute. And then Dwight noticing the bag is dripping. It's so funny, he's like, your bag is dripping. Then we have Beta finding Alpha, beheaded. Very sad, actually. We don't know a lot about Beta at this point, but we assume that he was in love with Alpha, or maybe they were together before the apocalypse. We have no idea, but his love was not reciprocated with Alpha. Who knows? Maybe Lydia is their daughter. I don't know. But he always protected her, always kept her safe, and, well, one second he didn't, she's dead. And then you have the other Whisperers trying to encourage him to make Negan the leader, of course, because Negan killed Alpha, and that's how their system works. And he's like, no. He will not be Alpha. He's doing the old ways. He's not one of us. And he won't take the position of Alpha either. He wants to just remain Beta because they know what she wanted for them to go and to kill all the people in Alexandria and the hilltop. So that's what they're going to do. That's their plan. They're going to follow out her wishes. Very gross panel here of Alpha's head. And Rick accepting actually it's her. And I love this whole Negan thing about I've been trying to earn your trust. And you have to eventually come across to this, Rick, that I'm earning your trust. I did leave the cell when you left it open. And also, I've come back with the leader of the people that were going to come kill you's head. And I killed Brandon, who was trying to start a war. So I've done lots of good things for you, Rick. You have to admit the good things. I've tried my best. I've tried to earn your trust. So give it to me already. And I love that Negan's like pointing out these things to Rick, that he's trying to help actually. He's not just trying to mess up Rick's plans. He's trying to become part of Alexandria. and that if they hadn't come after him, he could have went forward with his plan a lot quicker. But unfortunately, Rick sent Michonne and Aaron after him, and Aaron got hurt because of it. So he shouldn't have done that. So he's not going to get his revenge. He's not interested in revenge. He wants to be part of Rick's society. So there you go. So Rick's got to accept that. I like what Rick offers him. So the whole like living on his own, we'll give you food and a little bit of weapons, but you're not going to be part of this group ever. And Negan's like, okay with that. As long as I get to be free, I'm alright with it. But he's got to earn some more, really. So, I also like that they put Dwight in charge of Negan. Just poor Dwight. Dwight gets the worst end of things, doesn't he? Because not only was he like Negan's lackey before, and he had to listen to this idiot all the time, but now he's in charge of looking after him, and he can't escape Negan, really. He can't, really. So yeah, so you get this whole conversation between Dwight and Rick, just trying to decide what's going to happen, and talking about the war, really. And Rick's just overconfident, and Rick shouldn't be overconfident. He's faced really hard wars in the past, and he doesn't always come out on top of them. People in his societies die during these wars, and he's not remembering that, and he's just overconfident about how well prepared they are, and I think that's really going to go badly for him in the end, because he shouldn't be that overconfident. It's only Dwight just trying to talk some sense into him a little bit, but even then, that overconfidence between the two of them is just too much, and that means there's probably going to be major deaths in this arc. And I'm really worried about Michonne. I'm really worried about Andrea. That one of them might go this arc. I think it might be Andrea, actually, which I'm really upset about if it will be. But yeah, I'm really worried about our little core group of who's going to die. I think even Lydia might die. I think Lydia has a good chance of dying in this arc, which sucks. Because people are just starting to like her, but I think we don't need her necessarily. I think she's a character that could be lost. I don't think we need her. But we'll see how it goes. I really don't want Michonne to die. Please don't kill Michonne. Please don't kill Michonne. That's what I'm asking. Yeah, so just Rick being like, we're gonna win, and I just don't believe Rick should be that overconfident. He needs to actually be thinking about the long term. And I love that he makes Dwight in charge of Negan. It's like, oh, I have to. So we get this really funny little panel between Aaron and Jesus and Alex, and I love this so much that Alex ships Aaron and Jesus together. It's just so cute. It's like, I can't believe it took so long for you two to happen. Finally! And it's like, you can just feel the fanboy in Alex happening. Like, you will be together. I will force you together. And I love the line about the giant breath balls clanging against each other for miles around. Just too cute. So I'm really looking forward to, and I hope it happens, an Aaron and Jesus relationship. That would be lovely. They both need happiness, and since Eric died, Aaron needs some happiness. I've always liked Aaron. I'm really glad that he lived through the attack, and that he's gonna possibly be with Jesus. That would be really cool. Yeah, and Dante and Maggie, seriously, hands, don't touch me. I just love that so much. He just wants Maggie so badly, but Maggie's just not interested. It's just so cute. You got Carl stepping up along with Lydia saying, we're going to fight as well, but Michonne telling him, you gotta stay back, protect Maggie. Very important, I think, at this point, especially with Maggie being a mother and having Herschel. Maggie was nearly killed already by her people, so I think having Carl there will be very useful for her, actually. Having someone like Michonne and Jesus around as well, also very good for her. So she needs these people. She needs some people on her side, really. Yeah, and we've got Father Gabriel finally stepping up. I've never been a huge fan of Father Gabriel. I liked him more in the comics than in the TV show. I still don't really like Father Gabriel. I don't know what it is. He's just not a character I've ever liked. But finally stepping up to kind of help with this army, and that's really good, actually. And Negan having to be in, like, the war room while they're figuring out where they're going to go. And it's like, why is he here? Because I have to look after him, unfortunately. We finally checked in on the kingdom. It's been years since we checked in on the kingdom. Seriously, I think it has. I think the last time we checked on the kingdom probably was in Negan's, in the war against the Savior. So it's probably been that long. So we've got these new people in the kingdom discussing whether they should send troops. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these people. We don't know a lot about them. But we'll see how it goes, I guess. What was the guy's name? William. So William is the leader, well, technically the standing leader of the kingdom, but Michonne will probably be taking it over. I don't know how I feel about this bit, because I don't know how they're going to actually play into things. The kingdom will send people, but I don't know if we'll end up in a slight little war with them in the end, with Alexandria and the Hilltop and Michonne trying to take over there. I don't know if they'll really reject Michonne, and maybe that might be a downfall for her, and that would be scary, because I don't want Michonne to die. I kind of don't want her to go to the kingdom, because we never see the kingdom, so I kind of don't want her to go there. We might never see her again. It's like the whole pirate ship thing. We want to see Michonne. We don't want her to disappear for years on end. But yeah, they're demanding, one of them saying that they'll want this guy, William, to be the leader rather than Michonne, and we'll have to see how it goes when it comes to that point. We'll deal with those problems when they come. Really like this panel between Eugene and Stephanie. Really enjoy Eugene talking to this girl on the radio, getting to know her a bit. I think this is getting cleverly done, and I'm kind of disappointed because originally I thought it was Alpha, but of course it's not Alpha, and it's like disappointing. I mean, I guess it could still be one of the Whisperers pretending, but it's definitely not Alpha, which I was like, oh, that would have been so good. So yeah, so I like that we finally find out Stephanie's people are peaceful and that they're living in Ohio, which is quite a long distance from DC, but could happen. I think we'll see Ohio at some point. I think we'll definitely see Ohio. I don't know that they're going to be involved in this war going on here, but I think we'll definitely see Ohio at some point. Maybe we will lose the Whisperer War and our people will be forced to go to Ohio, to somewhere else, another settlement that they know is safe. I don't know. I think we'll see Ohio though, because there's no point in us telling us Stephanie's in Ohio unless we're going to go there. Which, someone from Michigan, I'm happy to go closer to my own state. So that'd be cool. Alright, and then we've got Andrea and Rick just talking about how Rick's too old to fight. That he's going to have to sit this one out and let Dwight be in charge. But Andrea's going to try and do her part, really. She's going to be in the tower. She's going to be shooting people when she needs to. And then also talking about whether or not they should have killed Negan. But I think it's going fine how it is. I think offering Negan that deal is the best thing we could do. Negan has come around to his side. Negan's trying to help him. I don't think Negan's trying to play him at all. I think Negan just wants to be part of the society again. He doesn't want to sit in a cell on his own anymore. He wants to be part of Alexandria and help it. And I know it's a complete 360 from where he was, but it will work. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, so Rick's going to address his people, and then we've got the group getting comfortable before the fight. They're waiting for the Whisperers to approach. Magna's in position. Gabriel gets to the water tower and unfortunately gets shot because the Whisperers are already on their way. And that's a bit shocking. This war is going to happen really, really quickly. And then we've got this last panel, which I think is really interestingly done, of all the different people getting ready for war, or getting what they're doing at the time, just before this war starts. And I love that Kirkman's saying at the end in the letter hacks that that everybody in that last panel live will be dramatically different in 5 issues from now, if they're still living. So what do we think is going to happen here? So we've got Gabriel that's going to be approached by the Whisperers first. I don't think Gabriel's going to live. I really don't. He's going to be the first person to see the Whisperers. I think he has a very good chance of dying in the next couple issues. He just isn't that an important character, and he's had his redeeming arc now, so I don't think we need Gabriel to live anymore. So that would be a good one to kill off, I think, at this point. We don't really need him in the issues. He's never played a huge part. He's only just started now to step up, and I think that might be the end of his arc, really. So I think Gabriel might die. Next we've got Dwight and his group, and his, oh, I can't remember the name of the woman that loves them. I can't remember. A very pretty girl that looks like Ruby Rose. I always just call her Ruby Rose off the top of my head. So we've got those two in the next one. I'm hoping they both live, but I mean, Ruby Rose might be sacrificial at this point. Who knows? But I think they'll end up, if they both live, they'll end up together at the end, and that's how their arc will change. We've got Negan as well. Negan's definitely going to play a part in this war. He's going to be the biggie. He's going to do something drastic at the end. I think he might end up doing something that kind of saves the whole group at the end, and that would be cool, and that's his redeeming arc, which is fine. I don't think they're going to kill off Negan. Mostly because we're doing Here's Negan for like the next 12 issues, so he ain't dying anytime soon. Magna, I think Magna will become an ultimate, a leader of one of the societies. She might actually take Michonne's place as a kingdom. I think Magna's got a lot of good things coming for her. Michonne, I don't know. I'm really torn on Michonne because they might kill Michonne off, and I hope they don't. I really do. But I think Michonne will live through the war just barely. I think she'll get really hurt at some point, but I don't think she'll die. Jesus, well, of course I end up with Aaron. Hopefully. That will be how he changes. Maggie and Herschel. I actually think Maggie's probably going to step down as leader of the Hilltop. I think she's either going to step down because she feels too much pressure for it, or she's going to end up with Dante at the end. Or Dante's going to die a horrible death and she's going to regret not being with him. Carl and Lydia. As I said earlier, I think Lydia's going to die. I think Lydia is definitely going to die in the next few issues. Which will be sad. That's going to make Carl go even more crazy than he already is a lot of the time. But I think he's going to die. And we see Dante, who I think is going to end up with Maggie. Aaron's going to end up with Jesus, so that's how he's going to change. William, this leader of the kingdom, definitely going to have a fight for leadership against Michonne at some point. But that's going to happen afterwards. Eugene. I have no idea with Eugene. Eugene is a hard one because he's already lost Rosita. So I have no idea what's going to happen with Eugene. I guess he's going to get closer to this Stephanie girl. Maybe he's going to want to go to Ohio at the end of it. If they lose this war, they're going to end up in Ohio, I'm sure. Andrea might die by the end of this arc. I think we're going to have a big character death, and it could be Andrea. And Rick is definitely going to be changed after this because he is overconfident in this war and shouldn't be. He might completely end up losing this war, and they might have to move somewhere else. So that's what I think is going to happen to those characters. So thanks for watching, guys. This is an ultra long review. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this issue and what your thoughts are on the future of the Whisperer War. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Mel here. I really want you to subscribe, want you to subscribe, want you to click that button below. Subscribe.